All right, all right, all right. Welcome in H-Town. This is The Solid Grip coming to you live at 5, no time for jive. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson. Alongside me, my co-host, Ping Wilson. And we have two special guests today, my brother-in-law, David Drake II, and my father-in-law, Big D. Okay, David Drake the first. Okay, and look, today is a special day, man. It is our day. It is Father's Day. And I want to wish each and every last father out there a happy Father's Day. Okay, continue to work hard, man. Be a good dad, man, because these kids need us out here. They need us. They need to see our example. They need to see that we are moving forward amicably in life, and that we are striving towards the goal to get our crown of righteousness. Okay, so happy Father's Day again to all the dads. And speaking of Father's Day, I want to say happy Father's Day to my dad. Okay, Dad, happy Father's Day to you, man. How you doing?
Doing great, brother. Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you so much, man. Also, man, I want to say happy Father's Day to my father-in-law, man. Happy Father's Day, Pop, man. How you doing over there, Big D?
Everything's fine, man. Happy Father's Day to you, son-in-law. We love you.
Thank you, man. I definitely love you too, man. And so, look, man, speaking of that, I got something special that I did for y'all. Okay, I got it pulled up right now, and I'm just gonna play a little snippet of it. But look, I'm a songwriter. Okay, that's what I do. So you might not get something bundled up and nestled nicely in the gift wrapping, but it's okay. I make music, and I'm going to give you some of what I made. Okay, so I made this little song for y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoy it. If not, happy Father's Day anyway. So here it goes. It's called the Father's Day Song by J.R. Wilson. Hey, I just want to say to my dad and to my father-in-law and to all the fathers out there, this is your day. Happy. Uh-oh. Did it cut off on me? Can y'all hear it?
I was
hearing it. Breaking up just a little bit.
Oh, man, they don't want me to shine today. We gonna try this one more again. Okay, let's try this one more again. I don't know what happened. So it's all right, man. But look, if I can't get this thing to play, then I'll play it towards the end and we can jump straight off into it. But it looked like it wants to do something right now, so we gonna find out. I'm using a new apparatus today, so that could have something to do with it. And worst case scenario, I just play it straight through the microphone on here. I don't care nothing about it. Okay, so yeah, we gonna see, because I don't. It's opening right now, so I'm giving it a chance to do what it does. Groove music. Okay, I need you to do your thing on here. Yeah, man, and everybody out there, if anybody's watching, man, forgive us. We started late. We had some technical difficulties. You understand me? Setting things up. Now we ain't about to set nothing up. Okay, let's see if it's gonna play for us right now. It's loading. All right, here we go. Hey, I just want to say to my dad and to my father-in-law and to all the fathers out there, this is your day.
Like that.
Hey, you make the impossible look easy, my pop, and you ain't scared to get your hands greasy, my pop. A father is a thankless job, and it's hard, but you gotta trust in the Lord. I'm talking to you, my pop. We'll bend over backwards for another, my pop. When trouble comes, you don't run for cover, hey, my pop. Not just cause I'm married to your daughter, you can't catch fish if your bait ain't in the water. That's what you told me, my pop. Look, our relationship has come a long way. Oh yeah, you had your own way, I had my own way. That's right. I know that there was a time we stepped in the wrong place. Our bond was built crooked, but now we on straight. Right. So now it smiles when we meet. Ain't no long face. Nah. This ain't your birthday, but here go your own cake. A lifetime of working hard. I know your bones ache. I'm nowhere near where you at, but I'm on pace. You put that reel and that rod in my hands. It took me to the beach, but not to play with sand, but to get up on some trout, no doubt, and some red fish. What we do? Shoot that day, we filled the cooler full of dead fish. I ain't lying. You gave me something I could teach the kids, cause it's survival of the fittest when there's a need to live. I thank you not for just taking me to the water, but I thank you cause you blessed me with your daughter. I appreciate you, my pop. Hey, you make the impossible look easy, my pop. And you ain't scared to get your hands greasy, my pop. A father is a thankless job, and it's hard, but you gotta trust in the Lord. I'm talking to you, my pop. We'll bend over backwards for another, my pop. When trouble comes, you don't run for cover, hey, my pop. Not just cause I'm married to your daughter, that you can't catch fish if your bait ain't in the water. That's what you told me about. When I was young, couldn't nobody or their mama tell me that you wasn't my hero. Now, well, ain't nothing changed from the time I was young till now. You still play a lead role. I know it hurt you when you and my mother split. It was difficult for you to deal with. I know it put a strain on our relationship. It's probably pain you still live with. But now, me and you the best of friends. That's the time that we've invested in. Right. I would never ever take less of them. This is the space God blessed us in, and I thank God for it. Cause I need you, Pop, and I know that you need me too. It's gonna be hard times, but it's important that we persevere so we can see you through. Forgive me, Pop, for the times I've dishonored you, disrespectful to my dad and my mama too. I can't even begin to tell you what I was trying to prove. Since I'm alive and not dead, this what I'ma do. Hold you up like a prince to a king. Hey, you need something, here's a shoulder you can lean. Saying prayer to the Lord so he can intervene for our relationship so we can stay in between.
Yes.
Baby.
All because you're my kind.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So look, check this out. So I don't know if y'all caught that, but the first part was from my father-in-law. The second part, Pop, I used 3 instrumentals from Stairway to Heaven, the OJs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was for y'all, man. And I hope y'all, you know what I'm saying, whether you enjoyed it or not, man. If you get time to listen to the words, I know I went a little fast on there, but if you get time to listen to the words, man, they heartfelt, man. They're real. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel, man. And I thank y'all for, being in my life right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm grateful for that. And I'm gonna try not to shed no tears today, man, because today is a special day, man. You know what I'm saying? Even including, my brother-in-law, man. You know what I'm saying? Just having him around, man, it's been cool. You know what I'm saying? Seeing him, man, when I first came around, man, he was 11 years old. He looked just like my son, Jamel. Me and Tony be sitting on the sofa, man. He come sit right in between us. You know what I'm saying? And little chubby Dave, but now he all filled out, you know what I'm saying? Big 220 over there, you know what I'm saying? Shoulders cocked. You know what I'm talking about?
7. Ain't just 2-7. You got to round up after 5.
Okay, well, I don't want to shorten you, man. You know what I'm saying? I apologize, man. I apologize, man. You feel that real nice, man. You eating well, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, man, we gonna jump straight off into this thing, man, because that's what we do, man. What we got to say today is hot, it's sizzling. You understand me? I'm talking about you throw an egg on there, you're flipping it after 30 seconds because it's gonna be ready. Okay, so you got some pressing questions on your mind, man, that we brought family into here today, man, that we want to ask them, man. So I go on here and let you shoot from the hip, man. Do your thing. Uh-oh.
You're on mute.
Go ahead, Pop. My bad. I had you muted, man. That was my fault. Go ahead one more time.
Okay, Big D. I want you to think with your head and not with your heart, okay?
I got you, baby. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Who was a better linebacker, Jack Lambert or Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis, baby.
Okay.
I could have answered that. Go ahead.
Okay, tell me why.
52. The leader. He's a leader. He's aggressive. He's a mean machine. He knows how to orchestrate and motivate. He makes it happen.
Yeah.
He's the one. He's the god of football.
I think you're thinking with your heart in your head now. Lambert had 4 Super Bowls on him, huh?
Well, when you're that bad, it's in your heart. And when you perform that well, you can't do nothing but gloat. You got to tell the truth. 52, live and well. He was a leader, a beast. Ooh, I can't say
you know what?
enough.
I want to step in there real quick, man, because I have to concur with my father-in-law, man. Jack Lambert was a beast, man, but come on, Pop. He got 4 Super Bowls off the back of a great, he got 4 Super Bowls off of a great team, man, that he was on. And Ray Lewis got 2 now. Let's not minimize that. But man, you're talking about hard hitting, you're talking about quickness, you're talking about quick twitch, You talking about reading plays on the ball, probably better than any other linebacker, man, that's ever been in the game. You talking about coverage skills. You talking about leadership. You talking about, you know, bringing the team out, man, and doing his little dance, man, entertaining, man. He's everything that you want in a linebacker, man. So I honestly, man, I would have to concur. Jack Lambert was a beast. I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but I'd have to go on the side of my father-in-law, Pop.
See, you guys, I'm older than you guys, okay? So you guys didn't see the Steelers of the 70s, okay?
I seen him.
This guy was a 6'4", about 205-pound middle linebacker, okay? And trust me, he was the heart and soul of that defense. I know Joe Green might have been the best player, but Jack Lambert was the heart and soul. And you're right, it was a great team, loaded with Hall of Famers, okay? Yeah. But Jack Lambert, everything you said
for sure.
Everything you said about Ray Lewis, you can say about Jack Lambert. Coverage skills, he had them. Okay? Go back and look at the Super Bowl they beat the Rams. He dropped deep in coverage. I'm talking about 40 yards down the field and made an interception. Okay? Yeah. He had a Joe Green in front of him, keeping them big guards off of him and stuff. But when he hit you, he knocked your head off. Okay?
Yeah, so that mean Joe Green.
Exactly. So
we talking about mean Joe Green and a mean Ray Lewis.
Leadership. Listen, man. They said when he left the field, so he went and found another game or pick up game somewhere because he wanted to knock somebody's head off. Okay. Yeah. And hey, but back ready for practice the next day. His two front teeth was out. Okay. Hey, he kept them out. He wanted people to know that, hey, I'm gonna knock yours out too. Mine out, yours gonna be out. So okay, I'll let you guys go with that one. Okay.
Maybe he should have played hockey. Okay, and he was good, man. I you know what? I didn't grow up in the 70s, but I have seen many of classic ESPN football games, and I know Jack Lambert was a beast, man. It's just, you know, maybe it has a lot to do with time dispensation.
Exactly.
I'm 34 years old. Okay, but man, when you look at that dude, man, when you look at him, he looks like somebody you don't want to mess with, man. So, you know, I'll leave it at that, man. I think that you can argue both points, but Dave,
he like LT, you know what I'm saying? It's a devil like Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas. You know, Buster beat Mike, but Mike is a beast, man. He's scary, man. You know what I'm saying? He's scary now.
Yeah,
he's gonna come back in the game. He's scary now. He's an old man, scaring folks. You know, you got the beast, and then you got the beast.
Yeah, he is an old man. But I'm gonna tell you this: we're gonna transition.
Old man, right there.
Dave, I have a question for you, man. I have a pressing question for you. Okay. And this is not the question I told you that you should know. That question will be okay. So get your mind right.
Man, either I got the answer or I don't have it, but I'm gonna give you something.
Okay, I appreciate your humility, but it's okay. So check this out. So my dad posed this question, but I'm the one that's gonna ask it. He said, "Tell him your all-time top Red Sox." Okay, so all time, let's just do 5. Okay, who are your top 5 Boston Red Sox of all time?
I got 5 for you.
Okay,
top of the list is gonna be David Ortiz because I think he's the most clutch left-handed hitter in the game that there's ever been. So he's number 1. You got Manny Ramirez after that because he's a great entertainer and he can back it up whatever he got. He does a lot of bonehead stuff that's just hilarious. But games on the line, you want him in the lineup. 3, I got Pedro Martinez. Notice all my favorite players are all 4 World Series team. That's when I became a true fan. All right. But Pedro Martinez, he brought grit and determination to the game that was exciting to watch. That's number 3. Jumping on the new school, just because he's above my number 5, will be Mookie Betts. Even though he's a Dodger now, I'm upset about that. I have a conflict in my heart towards the Red Sox trading that man.
I wanted to ask that question, but I'm gonna let you finish your 5, and I do have a short question for you.
Yeah,
relative
that trade right there may have made me a Dodger fan. I don't agree with the direction of the team right now. That upset me greatly.
You know, Dave, you and our bond, man, has really gotten stronger, man, over the years, man. But it might just be separating, man. You talking about being a Dodgers fan? That is the arch nemesis of the Houston Astros, man. And I wouldn't know how to deal with it.
For the Astros, man, they got to show me something great. You know, right now the Astros, they I don't know, man. I don't know if I can get behind their policies. I don't know.
Okay, give us your number 5, man. You named 4 already. Give us your number 5.
I got you. My number 5 will be Damon. John Damon, their center fielder. That guy, he was that guy, and he held the center field down for the Red Sox. You know what I'm saying? That would be my number 5.
Okay.
Can I jump in there, Rich?
How do you think, Pop?
All right, now, Dave.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with your 5, but there are people in Boston that would drive to Houston. They would walk to Houston if you don't mention these 3 names. Okay. Number one, Ted Williams.
No, I don't care nothing about him.
Wasn't he the last hitter? Hold on. Wasn't he the last hitter to hit 400 in the season?
Thank you.
You don't care nothing about Ted Williams?
But he ain't inspiring me.
No, but what I'm saying,
small parks, different balls, different baseball.
Let me finish.
Get behind David.
Hold up. Let me give you another name. Carl Yastrzemski.
Who?
Carl Yastrzemski.
I don't even like his last name. It's cool.
Hey, trust me. And then the last one. The last one. Okay. The last one, Cy Young.
I get him. You know what I'm saying? But if I would keep playing,
you gotta look at big ballpark versus a small ballpark. Fast pitches.
Well, I mean, it's in his carpet. I stepped on it, and walk away.
So, father-in-law, man, you talking about the ballparks. So, what does that have to do as far as with the top 5? What do you mean by that?
Well, you got larger ballparks. You got pitchers throwing stronger. You got the mounds move further back. You got players and stuff that's hitting 400-500, hitting balls in the street. You know, back then the ballparks were small. The guys were small. They was all high up on them pills. Not saying they ain't doing little pills now, but these boys are just faster, more athletic. You can't compare no Ted Williams to these black boys now. These Sammy Sosa's, these Mark McGuire's, Big Poppy. Hit that ball, man, Troy Cannon. You can't compare them, man. Batting with a 40, 41 bats. Come on, man. It's just a tree.
The great is great, though. Great is great.
Batting with a 40.
Great.
They hitting with.
Okay, Big D, let me ask you a question. Can you compare Earl Campbell with Jim Brown?
Woo, stop it now. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Earl Campbell went against black boys. Jim Brown was running over white boys.
I know.
It's a difference.
So you saying that Earl Campbell's better than Jim Brown?
Yeah. Earl Campbell was better than Jim Brown was running over. You didn't hear what I said. And I ain't trying to make ethical. I ain't trying to be correct. Jim Brown was running over white boys. Earl Campbell was running over black boys. It's a difference because them black boys, they were stronger. Them white boys wasn't strong like these black boys. Man, I knew LT personally. A lot of football players personally. Kenny Burroughs, I worked for him. Man, them big boys, man. Them towering boys, man. Come on. Even Smith. Big boys.
That's
man,
like
white boys back then. They weren't lifting weights. They wasn't throwing no 400 pounds around.
I think that's like
saying. Go ahead, baby.
Nah, I think that's like saying that, you know, kind of comparing Bill Russell to Wilt Chamberlain. You know what I'm saying, or Bill Russell to Shaq or somebody like that, because Bill Russell played with a whole bunch of white boys. I mean, but to me, great is great. And Dave's 5 was his 5, you know, his 5 is very arguable. You know what I'm saying? It's refutable, but that's his 5. So you know,
and I'll tell you why it's not.
Help me with this.
All right,
I know Charles Barkley.
Come on.
Dennis Rodman. These the ones, like you say, Shaq. These wasn't no lightweight, weak people on the court. These cats were strong, man. You know, they strong.
Okay,
and the white boys back then was playing baseball. Man, they wasn't in shape. Drinking a case of beer at night after a game.
And guess what? They were still knocking the cover off that baseball. Yes, it is in the books. If you look at Ted Williams and stuff, it is in the books. His numbers, listen, you don't have anybody in the Red Sox history numbers compared with Ted Williams. Go look it up.
You didn't have nobody throwing that ball 105 miles an hour. You didn't have that curveball coming in there, dropping off the map. You didn't have that doggone changeup going 3 different directions and stuff. You had that old weak pitches and stuff. You had Satchel Paige in them back then, but they wouldn't allow them black boys in the game. You know, so the Black Sox didn't get to play Ted Williams because Ted wouldn't have been so great if them black boys was out there putting that on that behind.
Well, I think the fact of the matter is that's Dave's 5, and you know, however we, you know what I'm saying, you know, disagree or not in concurrence with his 5, that's his 5. But Pop, there's a question that is to be posed to you, Big D. Okay, Pop, go on and do your thing, man. What's your next question?
All right. Who was the better safety out of Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed?
Troy Polamalu.
Oh man.
I heard that Troy Polamalu. Yeah, right.
So, you know, you have to make a decision here. Was it Ed Reed for the Baltimore Ravens or was it Troy Polamalu for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I know my answer, but what's yours, Big D? I get it. I'm gonna tell you who was a better safety out of the two. Okay, I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna answer this question. Okay, the better safety out of Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed was hands down. Okay, hands down, Troy Polamalu. Okay, and I like Ed Reed, man. But the problem with Ed Reed, the problem with Ed Reed is that, you know, I didn't like his attitude, his cavalier attitude towards the game. And I think that kind of affected him when he went to another team. Because remember, he came to the Houston Texans. Okay. And the way he played here was completely unsatisfactory. So for that cause, he's already been sketched out of there. Troy Polamalu is the guy. You see that big Southern Pacific dude come down with that long curly hair, you knew he was gonna fly your head. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, I'd have to go with Troy Polamalu. What you say, Beans? What you say?
Though. You know what I'm saying? What Troy went outside of Pittsburgh?
What if he would have balled? He would have
balled. It's different when you go from one system to another and one culture from a different culture.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
The same for Baltimore that he did in Houston.
That's true.
When you're in Houston, nobody that's great stays in Houston football. Period. They flirt.
It's supposed to play for, man. It makes you great or great.
It drowns talent. I don't know why.
That's true, but Dave, let me tell you something.
I don't know why. But the moment we aspire to be great and let these boys go out there and play to their full potential, Houston's great. You're not gonna stop them. Nobody.
Hey, let me put something on your mind, Dave. Yes, what you said was correct, right? When you switch teams, you switch cultures, you switch playbooks, okay, you switch teams, you switch coaches, you switch, you know what I'm saying, camaraderie with players, no doubt about it. Yeah, a whole lot of them things. But some cats just have that gene, man. Them Southern Pacific dudes, them Samoans, man, they big dudes and they ready to go to war wherever they are, man. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them soft too, though, like because every one of them don't make it to the league.
That don't mean they soft though. I ain't met a soft Samoan in my lifetime. I gotta tell you, not one. I ain't met not a one soft Samoan. Them cats are tough. Okay?
Was that one that just whooped that heavyweight champion? Was he that man?
What is your pool, your sample pool of just Samoans? You know, how many Samoans have you met in your lifetime?
And I probably came across, 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
2 or 3. That is a whole nation, my guy. There's some people out there scared. You know what I'm saying?
You led with some of them cats are soft. How many of them cats do you know are soft? Because I can name some cats right now.
With people of Hawaiian and Southern Pacific descent, and a lot of them boys scared of 90 miles an hour.
You talking about baseball?
Yeah,
they not used. They live on the islands, man. They not used to balls coming in their face.
Baseball than football, and if you're scared of a little ball, yeah, it can break bones, but that's temporary. Somebody hitting you every play in football.
Yeah, well, I you know, the person I was gonna bring up was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay, who he's half black, half Samoan. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
He's
but he's more black than he is Samoan.
He ain't nothing soft about The Rock. You understand
ain't
me?
Nothing soft about him. But
matter of fact, The Rock don't mean soft; it means solid.
Okay? He's an outlaw. He ain't in the general population. That guy is set far away from everybody that is normal.
Okay. So look, we gonna keep it right along because we could go down this road for a long time, man. And I got a computer in front of me, man. I just list a whole bunch of Samoans, man, and we'll just go top to bottom. But I got a question for you that was also posed by my old man, Dave. And the question is, who are your top black Red Sox? So let's just do 3 because you know Boston, they don't be having a whole lot of black players.
Have a lot.
Oh man.
To be honest with you, I really don't have a lot of just American black favorite players for the Boston Red Sox. If I had to just have 1 or 2, it would be 2. It would be Mookie Betts or Jackie Bradley Jr.
Jackie Bradley, that old fossil.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I'll say this about Jackie Bradley: a lot of people don't like him because he very hot cold, but he showed me something different about him this last World Series that they came about, because he showed me something that I didn't think he had in him. Oh,
you talking about the World Series where, you know what I'm saying, y'all was stealing signs like we did the year before? That's the World Series you talking about that?
Look. Ain't got no confirmation on that. You got some confirmation on the Astros, though.
Start that. And even if, like, that didn't start that year. And before that, he was hitting terribly. You still got to hit the ball, even if you had a sign.
Okay. But
so he when he had his moment to shine, he was hitting everything.
Hey, I'm gonna give you guys a couple, a new guy and an old guy. I'm gonna give you an old guy, a guy named Jim Rice. Okay, he won the MVP back in '78. Okay, great outfielder for the Red Sox. And then a local kid, Carl Crawford, went to Jeff Davis High School. You guys remember him?
Yeah, I know that guy.
Baddest boy out in the game, boy. Yes.
Hey, what about David Price? Nobody mentioned him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sold on him, and he ain't really just showed me that he willing to stay in ball.
Every time them black boys get a chance,
hold on, Big D. I'm sorry, man. I need to get it, Dave, right now, man. I need to get it, my brother-in-law, right now, man. I got to challenge him about what he just said. So you are effusive in your praise and esteeming Jackie Bradley Jr., who is, oh my God, is trash. I'm talking about BFI Allied Waste. But when it comes to David Price, he don't get held up in that regard. I don't understand. You're gonna have to make me a believer.
Really, because he ain't got the years in Boston that Jackie Bradley does.
Oh man, Jackie Bradley, man. I just,
he ain't the best Red Sox ever. But you asked me who's my favorite black players of Boston that really just, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot of us. And
right.
Boston never have, and they probably never will that I can see in the future. So I had to give you the 2 that I really connect with.
Yeah.
He's the second one that I throw up there. Carl Crawford, that's before my time. He's great. But, I never really just watched him. But I have seen Jackie Bradley, and I've seen him when he sucked, and I've seen him when he showed up.
That don't mean you won't be challenged about who it is that you name, okay? This is the solid grip. You understand me?
I got nothing against David.
I just give Carl Crawford because it's personal. We know him. He ain't before your time, David. You watch him play.
Yeah, so okay. I think we lost Dave. You know what I'm saying? I think I ran him on up out of there.
Hey, I ain't never been scared. Kind of like something, and this ain't my domicile, so I'm trying to figure out how to figure out where it's at.
Oh yeah, it's all good, man. But yeah, so Pop, man,
is this weird that y'all looking at me like this?
Nah, you look fine, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna listen.
Nah, the only thing I had a problem with was your take on Jackie Bradley Jr. Your picture is fine.
Don't even worry about that. What's your take on him? You know what I'm saying?
Jackie Bradley Jr. is trash. Okay, he's a Renaissance player.
Man,
okay,
that's cool.
He at best, man. He's trash. I mean,
you can pick one person from any team and say they trash.
I can.
But
I can.
he's one of the best defenders in the outfield you can get. He's just a liability at the plate. But every team has one.
That's a liability, Dave. Like liabilities are
I
liabilities.
guess hey Dave, I guess it's like
Astros
business
don't have a
taking
real
the hit all the time. Getting
Hold on.
4,000 hits on the shoulder.
You said,
The only way you get on base.
whose hand is this?
Okay, so Pop, man, you had another question for Big D, man. What you got over there?
All right, Big D. I'm finna mess with your head and your heart. Okay.
Not the heart again.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Who was better? Your friend and an ex-player that I played against, J.R. Richards.
Stop it, man.
Hold it. Or me and JR's cousin, Don Wilson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, J.R. Wilson is the best. 105
Wait,
miles an hour. Shake your hand when he come off the mound. He's shaking the catcher's hand.
You said JR. You said J.R. Wilson, and you meant J.R. Richards.
I said
No,
Richards.
hey, nah,
I didn't say
Pop.
no Wilson.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
said
he meant
Richards.
J.R. Wilson, man. He said J.R. Wilson. That's what he meant, man.
Did I say Wilson? My bad. My bad. J.R. Richards, don't get it twisted. He can throw a ball so fast in the rain and stuff, it'll never get wet.
Yeah, he was cold, but you
09
know,
in his hand.
you know, Big D, J.R. Richards got his
105 miles
game
an hour, and that's what,
from
and
Don
that's
Wilson.
what they tracked it at 109 miles an hour. Come at the plate. So what was it coming out of his hand? 107, 108, 109.
Yeah,
They
I heard.
scared. They were scared to come up to bat. With Jr. Nolan Ryan said he was the best, one of the best pitchers he's known. It's in his book, in Nolan Ryan's book. Go read Nolan Ryan's book about the pitcher, what he said about J.R. Richards. The best pitcher he's known.
I played against him, but Don Wilson also threw a couple of no hitters in his career, in his short career with the Astros. Okay.
They just got a hold of JR 300 record. Didn't they just break that? But you know what? You know why that ain't fair? Because J.R. Richards pitched all 9 innings. And if it went overtime, he pitched 10, 12, 13 innings.
Yeah, that's hey, look.
Innings.
Hey, I got him. I got him on this Pop. Big D. That was back when the mound was closer, right?
Relief pitcher. He ain't know nothing about no relieving pitcher.
Hey, Big D. That was back when the mound was closer, right? Huh? Wasn't that back when the mound was closer?
No, the mound wasn't no doggone closer. Come on now. You talking about orange and white stripes, baby. The mound was the same distance. It's just his attitude was a lot closer. He threw the ball so hard. At first he didn't have no control. Ain't that right, brother Wilson?
No, I played against him.
He had no control of that ball. He was throwing it everywhere. And people was getting out the way because he was hitting them. But boy, when he came in control of that thing, woo.
Hey, Don Wilson was a bad man, though. I mean, you got to understand this, that Don Wilson took J.R. Richards under his wing, man, and really, really showed him how to throw those breaking balls because J.R. Richards was known for throwing one thing, man, that fastball. You know, I heard a story.
Well, that's what you live on. That's that's the greatest pitch in baseball, the fastball. If you can't hit the fastball, you can't play the game. The fastball is what get by you.
Yeah. You know, I heard a story one time from J.R. Richards, and he might not remember this, but he told me, man, when he was a kid, you know, he used to throw rocks, man, at like field rats, man, and rabbits and stuff like that, man.
Not birds out the sky.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know how true that is, but, you know, I think that there's an arguable thing there. Now, when Don Wilson pitched, right, he was pitching when segregation had just been kind of broken down in the United States. Okay, when J.R. Richards came in, he came in like on the front end of that happening. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about black pitchers, you know, they didn't get a whole lot of recognition back in those days. Only the hitters did. You know what I mean? So I think that's an arguable point. But we're gonna transition. Dave, I wanted to ask you, man.
How about that 300 though, man? 300 strikeout. So you need to go and put some of them things on the record and stuff. And that 108 mile an hour ball he was throwing, man. Come on.
108. He threw 108.
He threw 108. It's up in the records of 105 at the plate.
Okay.
That's radar him at the plate. So it's coming out of his hand. Got to be 108, 109 miles an hour.
Yeah, I
and
got
lose speed as it travels.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you know it.
And you know what he told me how he got strong like that. He used to go out to center field and throw the ball to home plate and work his way in.
Okay.
They signed that boy up and stuff on the side of the field out in Ruston. It was raining outside, and they had him pitching. They had him pitching to the. He had brought a catcher out there. Had him pitching to the catcher and signed him on the spot.
Nah, he was a bad man. I don't want to act like he wasn't a bad man. He was a bad man.
He lived rebar.
Yeah.
5-inch rebar. That's how he got strong. And cutting lumber. He's a beast.
Yeah, yeah.
That's another Ray Lewis for you, brother. Perry Wilson.
Oh yeah, man. I'm
another beast.
I'm from them Red Clay Hills, man. I played against him in football and basketball.
You and Ralph God, all y'all from down there. I know you pitched with him though, baby.
Yeah, pitched against him.
Yeah, man. So
isn't that something?
Look, man, before we get y'all out of here, man, Dave, there's a question. And again, my dad posed this question. This is the question that I've been telling you about. Okay. So if you don't answer this question correctly, hold on now. If you don't answer this question correctly, I am definitely going to challenge you on this show because I know that you're a Red Sox fan, man. I've been trying to get you to come home for so long, man, because you lost right now, and it's okay. We lose ourselves at times, man. You know what I mean? My dad, he the same way, man. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He ain't been there but one time. They won't accept him up there. You know, he went up there and he thought that. You know what I mean? Your dad is a Baltimore Ravens fan. He might not have ever been to Baltimore. Okay. Okay. So just hear me out though. Hear me out, man. I'm setting the question up right now. Okay. You might have some rebuttal from what I'm saying, but it's true, man. It's okay. We get lost at times. Remember the story of the prodigal son. You can read it in the book of Luke, by the way. Okay. He had to find his way back home. Okay. Matter of fact, the slop in the pig slough looked so good to him, he wanted to eat it. And he knew it was a problem at that time. Okay. And that's something that you all share in together. Y'all have a problem, but it's cool. We're gonna live with you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah.
I'm kind of lost right now.
Yeah, I know it. I'm trying to help you get found. That's what this is the solid grip / the solid intervention. Okay, so let me ask the question, okay, without further ado, and just to let you know, this is not just the solid grip, this is the solid intervention, okay, as well. So, okay, we helping folks out here. So anyways, yeah, so here's the question that was posed. What is the curse of the Bambino?
They couldn't win a World Series. I can't give you the year, but they couldn't win the World Series. They couldn't get past like
terrible. He go there with you.
Right. Hold on. Let him finish.
Hey, bro, when he came to the Red Sox, they couldn't win. He went for the Yankees.
Oh man,
it was just trash. They've been trash ever since. They ain't break it until 04. It's crazy.
Okay.
Can I jump in?
Go ahead, do your thing, Pop.
All right. The Red Sox won the World Series in 1918. Okay.
Thank you.
In 1919, they traded Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees. And for 81 years, they did not win a championship. They didn't win a championship until 2004. So that's what the curse of the Bambino. That was his nickname.
They got
Babe Ruth.
It was bad.
They didn't win one for 81 years though. But that was Babe Ruth's nickname, the Bambino.
Okay.
That team was great though. 04 team was great.
It was.
Well, I see why it was a curse.
Yeah, no, it was I mean, not that it was a real curse, but I mean, it was a real thing.
Because of Babe Ruth with that slow pitch and them short ballparks and stuff. He can't compare it to these ballparks now, to this pitcher we have now. Babe Ruth was a fat, 24-ounce drinking, case of beer drinking every night after the game person. He cannot put him with these ball players. Ted Williams, none of them.
Hey,
you can put them black ball players.
Big D. Dave Root played at the Polo Grounds. Okay, I mean we talking about it wasn't 273 feet. It was look at the numbers on the Polo Ground. We talking about 400 feet.
I seen the fields and stuff. The field didn't even look like a diamond. It looked like a Mason octagon.
And the baseball looked like a sock. So think about it if you hit a sock 400 feet and stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. That baseball
hey, Babe Ruth, Babe Ruth was also a pitcher, okay, an outstanding pitcher.
I know he's a pitcher. I know he's a pitcher. They had a women league back there too and stuff. Used to whoop up on the men when they was going to war. I know about all that. Played in dresses, sliding around and stuff.
Oh,
Babe Ruth was not in the condition. Pete Wilson. Just one thing.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Answer this truthfully.
He might have drank a case of beer. He might have been drunk at the stadium, but that white boy could play. Okay,
yeah.
That white boy
could
play.
You're playing against inferior players, man. You cannot put that team against the team we have now. You can't put him against Nolan Ryan. Man, come on, J.R. Richards. Come on, you can't do that, man. Come on, man. You can't do that.
Again, if you put him in this era, and he
Roger Clemens.
And he got the kind of well, now you're talking about somebody that took steroids. So if Babe Ruth took steroids, you don't think he could do what Roger Clemens did?
I think
Roger
Babe Ruth was on speed, wasn't he?
No, Babe Ruth just drank a 6-pack of beer.
No, they said he dropped pills, Ping. Go back. They say he dropped a lot of pills, Ping.
He might have.
That's what he was doing back
so think about it. Think about it. If he was doing all of that and still knock the cover off of a sock, hit a sock 400 feet, that's mighty good, man.
I was like, if we really gonna be real about it, I
want to see him hit Roger Clemens stuff 400 feet. I want to see him hit Nolan Ryan stuff 400 feet. I want to see him hit J.R. Richards.
What are we really saying?
He'd hit Nolan Ryan stuff 600 feet.
Ooh, stop, man. Stop.
Hey, Dave, what you was saying, man? Dave, what you saying?
If we really gonna talk about what substances do to athletes, all athletes are under some form of substance. So it really doesn't affect your game. It's just your mindset and your dedication to it, preparing towards the game. Substances don't alter it at all. That's my opinion. Because most of the athletes I know that's in the league now and on the pace for the league, they on some substance. You're not going to catch them because they know the rules and how to prepare for it. But it don't really affect you as a player unless you're lazy.
So before y'all get out of here, man, Dave, there's one more question, man, I wanted to pose, man, that I alluded to earlier. And so that question was, how do you feel about Mookie Betts being an LA Dodger now, man? He is completely gone across the other side of the United States, man. Are you hurt by that? Do you feel like the Red Sox are going to have a decline in their playing because Mookie Betts is not there anymore? How you feel about that, bro?
I love the decision for him. I don't like it for the organization.
It's fair.
I love it for him. I don't like it for the organization because that man, he was your leader. You traded your leader.
Yeah.
Offensively and defensively. Yeah, he hit a lot of home runs, but without Mookie to be that anchor for the team,
yeah,
I feel like, boy, Dustin, he ain't played the whole last season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Injured. Who you got? I don't see it. David Price, he's not the leader that Mookie was.
No.
No. So I'm conflicted with the Red Sox, and I don't know if I continue to stay on the bandwagon. I've been a fan since 2004. That didn't sit well with me. So we'll see what this year and the coming years brings for me as a Red Sox fan.
Well, maybe y'all have a possibility to get him back because as far as I'm concerned, he's on a 1-year deal with the Dodgers, and we don't even know if the MLB is going to play because of this back and forth volley that the players are having with the ownership of the MLB. And so, he might just be a free agent again and come on back to Boston. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
but man,
that's true.
I got one question for you, JR, before you split.
Go ahead.
You're riding Boston pretty heavy. I got one question for you.
Okay.
How you think the Astros gonna play behind this no sign stealing stuff? They was having before we had the shutdown. They was having trouble at home. They couldn't hardly win a game. So just because they got Dusty Baker, you see, like I said, the fastball is the hardest ball to hit.
Yeah.
Now you ain't stealing signs. So when that ball come in there and drop off the map, they haven't been hitting well at all when they left. So it's going to be like another 10, 15 years before they figure that one out. What you think?
I think initially.
Remember I said it live on your show.
I think initially the Astros are going to struggle because they're going to be dealing with two things. One, they're going to be dealing with an adverse situation when it comes to people booing them because they were in fact caught. They were in fact, people that stole signs. They were cheating, no doubt about it. We don't minimize that in any way, when we talk about that. But if you're real about it, they have probably the best talent in the MLB to this day right now. Okay, if you have any prognosticator, hold on. You ask me a question, and I'm gonna go ahead and answer. Let me lay it out for you real quick. Okay, I'm gonna say this: if you ask any prognosticator, okay, or any sports analysis, or any scout, or any coach, they're probably going to tell you that the team with the best talent as far as bats are concerned, okay, is still the Houston Nationals. So hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. And if you got rebuttal, I'll let y'all go, okay? So what I'm saying is initially we're going to struggle, okay? But because there's so much talent behind those bats, Carlos Correa, okay? We can keep on down the line. George Springer, okay, Jose Altuve, okay, La Pina, okay. I can go down the list. And so what I'm saying is that hold on, let me finish up now. Eventually, they're going to be back hitting, and I guarantee if the Astros are not in the World Series this year, they'll at least be in the ALCS, no doubt about it.
If you cannot, again, here's your rebuttal. First of all, if they so doggone good, why they got to struggle? Why are they gonna be struggling?
Everybody struggles. What team don't struggle?
No, everybody don't struggle. If your bats are that well, why you got to struggle? You know why you got to struggle? Because you can't hit that fastball. Ain't nobody gonna tell you to sit down. Remember, the big story was they were so disciplined at the plate, so they were waiting for the fastball.
Now look, we're not more disciplined. We're not more disciplined.
Only reason they were wait a minute, you gotta let me finish. Only reason they were more disciplined because they knew what ball was coming. Now the discipline scenario is out of it. Now they don't know. And that's why they didn't fare well in the beginning. They won't fare well if they ever kick off again, and you got 10 years down the road. Remember, I told you that you and your dad laughed at me, and I told you they wasn't gonna win last year, and they didn't. You said they were winning all the games.
The same year that we won it, you said that we wasn't gonna win. You said the same year that we won it, that we wasn't gonna win it, and we won it.
No, y'all said they were gonna win it. They're gonna win last year. You and your dad was back there cutting his hair, and I said we weren't gonna win this stuff. The reason why we said the reason why they weren't gonna win this stuff because they got busted. Word got out they was cheating, and somebody told the Washington Nationals that they were cheating. And so therefore word got out, and that's why they lost their butt there and lost their butt at home because they couldn't cheat no more. The commissioner told them to stop the cheating. They kept doing it. They got busted, and they busted. They can't cheat. They'll never be able to hit that fastball. Never.
Look here,
because
I'm not a betting
man. They can't.
I'm not a betting man, but I'm telling you right now.
No, I'm just saying.
Listen, I got a quarter. With George Washington.
You own.
Sitting right there off in my drawer. I will bet you a quarter that I guarantee the Astros will be back in the ALCS for sure, if not the World Series, and probably gonna win the whole thing. I'm tell you, the only team that is compared to us. Hold on, I'm gonna say this: the only team that's comparative to us is the New York Yankees. Everybody else, they trying to catch up. Everybody else, hold on, Dave. I see you shaking your head up there.
Wow. It's a couple of guys that smack them around just a little bit.
I just named one team.
The Dodgers is good. They got a squad in LA. Don't sleep on the Dodgers. They always been in the conversation. This year, they might got something.
They can't finish. They're not finishers. You know that. Y'all spanked them, right? Remember that? Right after we did. They're not finishers.
They have a pedigree of winning. Let's put that out there. They win. A little sip, just a little sip, and then you know what I'm saying? Y'all got caught cheating. That ain't our fault.
We did. Hold on, Dave. You can't talk about
greatness over there. I see them. I like what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And they might smack the Astros around if it comes to that ALCS or a World Series.
I love this dialogue. I gotta tell you, man, because I'm telling you, man, because of the cheating scandal, and I was upset about the cheating scandal because they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do it at all. No,
yes, they did.
Look, they was investigated just as heavily as they was in 2017.
But when they busted them during the playoffs, they lost.
It was also investigated real tough, and they was not shown to have cheated at all. Yet they still made it all the way to the World Series. Hold on, I'm still talking.
They busted them during the playoffs with Washington.
Still made it all the way to the World Series. They still had the best record in the MLB. I'm telling you, man, this team was built to win.
They were busted. The commissioner busted them. The commissioner busted them at the playoff with Washington. They did not cheat no more. They couldn't, and that's why they lost so bad.
They didn't cheat in 2019 at all. At all. You can go back and check. I read the whole doggone me script. Okay, they didn't cheat at all in 2019.
They cheated. They cheated beating on garbage can. They cheated.
Okay, so I mean, that's something we'll have to, reconvene on, because I guarantee you, if you go and read those
video,
the players came on TV said they were cheating.
Yeah. So look,
didn't they, Mr. Wilson?
The
players come on TV.
I mean, after everything was proven, they did stuff. But
they did, didn't they?
I agree with Mitch.
How do you even stay in the game if you come admit that you cheated on TV, national TV? I'm a cheater. I cheated. We're stealing signs. How are you still in the game, man? You cheated.
Yeah. So look, Pop, check
Mr.
this
Wilson,
out. So,
hey, am I lying on it?
Big D, look, man, we didn't ran up our time. Okay, it's still a few things that we got to hit on. Look, hey, I appreciate you, father-in-law, and my brother-in-law, man. Thank you, man, for y'all coming in here, man, confabulating with us. You know what I'm saying? And I like the opposition, man. We love the dialogue on here. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel how you feel, and I know what I know. That's just what it comes down to at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But no, I appreciate y'all for coming on.
Don't take it personal, man.
No, it ain't nothing personal, man. The truth is the truth. It don't go nowhere. You know what I mean?
You told me, Mr. Wilson, stick with not with my heart. Do my head.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys, man, for coming on. Got to get y'all on again, man. For coming on for the Father's Day special, man. And already, man. Hey, Pop, happy Father's Day to you.
Okay,
Dave,
man.
Appreciate you, Dave. I just want to tell you one thing before you leave, man. The Dodgers. I mean, I'm sorry. What's their names? Austin. Yeah, Red. All right, Pop, take it easy.
All right, man.
All right. You here?
I'm here.
All right, Pop, man. Yeah, man. We ran up to 52 minutes, man. Let's. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it though, man. Because people feel how they feel about their teams, and it's good to talk about things, man. So let's jump straight out into this thing, man. Without playing no games. And so, first of all, man, let's get into it, man. And I want to ask you this question, Pop, and you posed the question, and we'll confabulate on it. Was KD? Obviously, I can't spell today, but I said fright. But was KD right about what he said to Kendrick Perkins? Pop, what's your feelings on that?
Well, hey, again, man, it goes back to what we talked about last week. Come on, KD, get a set. Yeah. He's just doing his job, man. Okay,
right.
And yeah, I mean, maybe he shouldn't have jumped you and said what he said and stuff, but I agree with him. I mean, where is Kyrie Irving coming from most of the time, man?
Right.
And it's amazing, man. My old man used to tell me birds of a feather flock together. And I don't know what he meant by that, but I know what he means now. You guys were meant for each other, okay? Both of y'all big crybabies and stuff. You're soft and stuff. Listen, man, Kendrick Perkins came right on back. He apologized to you, to Kyrie. He told you he still loves you, man. And you need to make some kind of response, man. You played with this guy 8 or 9 years in Oklahoma City and stuff, man. And so, again, he was just doing his job. He was not trying to throw Kyrie under the bus. But, hey, Kyrie needs to be thrown under the bus because, listen, man, he's the vice president of the Players Association.
Yeah.
Okay? And he was in on all the meetings. Okay? It wasn't like they cut him out. He was in on all the meetings. And he don't come up with this idea of trying to start their own league and stuff, the African American. Listen, man, that would be great. Well, you tell me where you gonna get some sponsorship from. You tell me where you gonna get some TV money from. You tell me how you gonna pay these guys the kind of money that you making. Kyrie, come on, man. You need to think before you talk. So again, okay, that's my take on that, Rich.
Yeah, man. You know, I think one of the things that Kendrick Perkins said, man, and you know, really kind of had me watered in the eyes, man, is that there was something personal there, man.
Right.
You know, they had a real relationship, man. He mentioned that, you know, his kids called KD Unc, man. You know, that's personal, man. And,
personal.
You know, when you look at it at first, you look at it like, man, look here. Kendrick Perkins is from, you know, the Triangle, man. He from BMT, Big Money, Texas, man.
Right.
You know, look, out here, man, in Texas, man, Southeast Texas, man, these cats don't take kind to individuals calling them something that they not, man. And so in my mind, first of all, I'm thinking like, okay, KD, man, I know you 7 foot, but I don't know if you want to go against this guy, man. You 7 foot by 200 soaking wet, man. KD by 6'9", 330, man.
Right.
Hands on you, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was something different, man, that he came with. He said, man, you know, look, man, this hurt me what you did for you talking that. And I it's soft, man. You know what I'm saying? He's soft, man.
Yeah.
He's soft. And thing about it is, if you felt this way about this man, call him, pick the phone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Rich, that's what he did with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard picked the phone up and called him. They talked about it and worked it out.
Yeah.
He didn't call him no name on national TV and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, KD like to stay relevant, man. And, you know, you know, when we had PJ on, man, he mentioned something that, you know what I mean? He didn't have that father figure in his life to really kind of guide him, man. Nevertheless, this is still soft. Why ain't nobody saying, hey, man, you can't be doing stuff like this, man? If you can talk to that man, you know, have a conversation with him. You understand what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, Pop, I wanted to ask you a question, man, real quick. We're going to jump right back off into this, man, about Daryl Morey, man. He said something crazy, man. He was like, look, we got the best 2 players in the NBA. We should win the whole thing, man. What kind of pressure do you think that's put on the Houston Rockets?
Enormous pressure, man. You know, I mean, because now if they don't win it, you know, listen, 2 weeks before that, he was talking about how he hadn't given James Harden enough talent and put enough talent around James Harden. So hey, man, I mean, don't put that kind of pressure on your players and stuff, man. This is a brand new situation that they're in. You know, nobody's been in a situation where, you know, you've been in a bubble and been isolated and stuff like that. What if one of them, somebody else on the team gets sick or get the virus or something like that? There's too much pressure to put on them, man. You shouldn't do that, Daryl.
Yeah, no doubt. But you know what? I feel like I am one of the believers that feel like when you have somebody like Russell Westbrook, man, who gives it his all on offense and defense, and he's been well rested. Normally a guy like that, man, he come out swinging hard, man. And I think that we have an opportunity, if we only playing 8 regular games and then we getting straight off into the playoffs, that we do have an opportunity to win the whole thing when you have 2 of the best players in the NBA. You know, but him saying that type of stuff, it is some added pressure. But man, come on, man, let's answer the call, man. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And you know, we in the James Harden era. We couldn't do nothing in the Tracy McGrady era. You know, and y'all mean that, man, this is the time to get it done if we're gonna get it done, man. So somewhat I would, you know, halfway agree with, you know, Daryl Morey's take. I just don't know, you know, he speak his mind, man. He one of them extra smart dudes, man. He gonna say what he say. You know, he said what he said about, you know, the China Republic, man, and he still got his job right now, even though the NBA is losing millions of dollars, man.
Millions of dollars.
You know, so speaking of Daryl Morey, man, just to get, you know, stay on the Houston Rockets, man. Right now, you know, they have everything set for the end of July for them to be in a bubble at Disneyland or Disney World. I can't remember which one it was. But Mike D'Antoni and a lot of the coaches that'll be coaching, man, they at high risk because they're elderly men. Okay, they're senior citizens according to the, you know what we do here in the United States. And so, you know, is he? What do you think about him coaching in his high risk like this? And do you think he's even going to do it? Because I really haven't heard anything from him as far as him going forward and going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I think he'll do it, and I think that he'll be very. Take all the precautions and stuff. I mean, I think he'll do the social distances. You know, I know he won't wear a mask and stuff, but I'm pretty sure, you know, he keep his hands washed. And, you know, I'm pretty sure he'll get checked every day. And I'm pretty sure he'll consult with his physician before he does that. But as a matter of fact, he's 69. I think Alvin Gentry is 65, and I think Greg Popovich is probably 67. And all those guys seem to be in relatively good health and stuff. And so as long as their physicians say it's okay and stuff, I look for those guys to go ahead on and roll it out and do the coaching.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I haven't heard anything about him not going to do not going to, coach the team. But he's definitely at high risk, man. Ain't no doubt about it. So I think that he's still gonna do it. We don't know if he's even gonna be the coach for the Houston Rockets next year, man.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Speaking of that, man, you got a guy like Tillman Fertitta who really has made what Mike D'Antoni does here tentative at best, because he hasn't even been emphatic in the decision of whether or not they're gonna keep Mike D'Antoni. So no one has any other reason to believe or assume that Mike D'Antoni probably won't even be the coach of the Houston Rockets in the next season, man. And so I think Mike D'Antoni probably like, hey, look, I'm gonna come, we're gonna make a run, and that's gonna be the end of it, man. And we're gonna do our very best to, make a run and try to get a title. And so, I think that is something that that is on his mind, and he's probably considering the risk like all the other players are considering the risk. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Pop, man, I just, I'm excited about it happening, man. I don't know if it's gonna happen because, man, they've shut down a lot of facilities, man.
Right.
Talking sports, man, like U of H, man. I don't understand what they were doing, man. Here it is. We have, a D1 school, okay. And what you should have done was you should have tested all the players before they actually came on campus. Yeah. But what they did was they started practice. Okay, they was like, oh, we didn't have the stuff to test them. And when they got the stuff, then they tested them and found that 6 players had contracted COVID-19. Right. My thought was, well, you shouldn't even have started practice if you didn't know whether or not they had the COVID. So, I know that, you are, coaching and helping out at the local high school in your area, man. What do you see the issue with this, man, as far as, these coaches not screening the players before they actually get started?
Well, Rich, we talked about this maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Hey, you got to get tested, man. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm stuff, and because you never know, man. You could have symptoms, you could not have symptoms. You could be a spreader, and so I just think it will behoove anybody who's gonna make contact with anybody in any job, not only just athletics. I mean, the people who work in corporate America and stuff. Hey, get tested, okay? Get your temperature checked every morning, okay? Check your temperature at night and stuff. If you're having any type of symptoms and stuff, then you need to quarantine yourself. It's just that simple, man. It's just that simple.
Yeah, it is, man. And unfortunately, man, they had to shut down a lot of those facilities. And I think the NFL is really getting ahead of it by testing the players before they come to spring training. The same with the NBA, they're getting ahead of it. So at least if these players have contracted the virus, they have time to quarantine and, heal and get back right. So when they do start, they can know everybody that's coming in there is going to be COVID-19 free for the most part. So
exactly,
that's a great thing. But Pop, man, look, again, man, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna send you the song that I made for you. I want you to take the time, man, and listen to my words slowly. Okay. And, I asked you some subliminal questions a couple of weeks ago because I was composing this song.
Right.
I was a little conflicted because I'm like, dang, my pop ain't never listened to like rap music. I thought at least, man, you picked up some Sugar Hill or something, man, from Houdini. Like, in the time they was out, and you was like, nah, we ain't need none of that. You put on Way to Heaven OJs, and man, I was like, I don't know how to approach this situation, but nevertheless, man, I did my best in my artistry, man, and I put some stuff together, man, that'll kind of take you back, man, with the OJs, man, and I want to send it to you to hopefully, man, you get an opportunity to really listen to the words, man, because one of the things that I said, spoiler alert, man, is that regardless of what has happened in the past, man, we've become, the best of friends.
Exactly.
I would never ever take less of them. This is something God has blessed us in. Okay, that's what I said, man, and I'm grateful for it, man. And so when I say Happy Father's Day, I really truly mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I do, man, and I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Love you too, brother.
It's your son. I'm glad we're doing what we're doing.
Yes,
I'm also glad for those of y'all who are going to watch this show. Keep on staying with us. Help us to come up in the game. Help us to keep putting these videos out and giving y'all our expert analysis on how we feel about sports. Y'all keep on being safe out here. This COVID is still out here. It's still killing folk. It's still putting folk up in the hospital. Okay. And we thank y'all again, man, for listening. Okay. When you hear this, share it with your people. Okay. Share it on your pages. Share it everywhere. You understand me? So it can get to where it need to get to so we can broaden our horizons. But again, for me, J.R. Wilson, and for Ping Wilson, this is The Solid Grip. We thank y'all again. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and y'all take care.